In 99 Nights in the Forest, you have to save 4 different kids with their photos and names being on the billboard. But what actually happened to each of these kids? How were they taken by the deer, and why are there animals guarding each and every one of them? Well, we can answer the question as to how they were taken because the billboard actually tells you. We can see that the dino kid was sitting on a log, the deer came up behind him sneaking, caught him by surprise, the kid started crying, and he was taken and locked into the dungeon. And so now it's our goal to go over there and save him. And so I'm gonna be showing you what happened to each of the 4 kids. As for the first kid, he was in the woods, got kidnapped, and placed in the dungeon like we just went over. But what was he doing alone in the woods? Well, I'll tell you while we go save him. One of the best theories we have right now is that the deer is actually the kid's mother. And not just the first kid, but all 4 of them. And the reason for this is that it would explain why they were all out in the woods and why the deer is kidnapping them rather than eating them. Because when the deer comes towards us, oh, he wants to murder us. He's hungry. But for the kids, for some reason, he just wants to, what, keep them safe? Oh, this sucks. Which leads me to believe it's possible that the deer isn't a he, but a she. Now, the deer could be the kid's father, but then again, we don't know either way, so I'm just gonna assume right now that the deer is the kid's parent. And what proves this even more, this deer is hyper intelligent. It's staring at us off in the distance. It knows how to sneak up and kidnap kids. It knows how to put locks on the doors. It knows how to do a lot of things that humans do. So it's entirely possible that this deer isn't just some kind of monster, but a human turned into one. But then again, it is just a wait, am I gonna die am I gonna die? Okay, there we go, we're good. But this is just a theory. We'll have to figure out more in the upcoming updates, as the devs said that they're gonna release more about the story and even give us an ending, which might be the ending for the entire game or maybe just this map. But for now, let's go figure out what happened to the other 3 kids. Alright, we expanded the map so we can save him now. But the one thing that's interesting is that in each of these kids' rooms are blocks that say 1 for the first kid, 2 for the second, 3rd for the 4th, and 4th for the 4th. Wait. It's interesting because the deer is what? Counting the kids that he kidnapped? He clearly wants the kids to have fun since they have books, bookshelf, blocks, all that. But it is really weird. It's freaky. But now we can figure out what happened to the second kid, or the Kraken kid. Here we could see that she was on some kind of boardwalk kicking the water when the deer came up out of the water like a scuba diver, kidnapped her and put her into the dungeon, showing that this deer is intelligent. It knows how to hold its breath for long enough, how to get the kid just at the right moment. It's like a tactical plan at this point. All right, so the 3rd kid's gonna be pretty hard. So we are gonna go get some coal and some fuel so that we can get the next fire. One thing I just realized is that we can look at the ranger logs to see more about the deer. This one says, "The deer chased me all night. I was only saved when the deer chased me all night. I was only saved when the sun came up and it disappeared into the forest. I bet the science lab at the edge of the forest has some answers." Alright, well that's some lore that I didn't know about. Apparently there's a science lab and it has answers, or possibly has answers about the deer. I guess we know where the deer was most likely created. Interesting. We need to look at the other ranger logs. Alright, this should give us the next level of fire. Perfect. Which means we can go get the Kraken kid. There it is. No way. Oh, okay, perfect. We barely fit through. So like I said, look, this one has 2 on it, and it looks like she has 1 toy or like an extra hat or something, and books. Interesting. And the deer clearly knew that this kid liked squids, or krakens really. And this is even weirder. There's drawings of the deer over and over again on the floor. Seem to have its tongue sticking out or its mouth wide open. Most likely its mouth wide open. And if this was drawn by the kid, I don't even understand what that means. It's possible that the deer really is her mom, and now the kid is trying to draw her mom, but now as the monster that she was turned into. Alright. Plays down the tent. There we go. Got some Boy Scout skills I can see. Perfect pitching. But that means we can figure out what happened to the 3rd kid. But I'm gonna cut to when this rain is gone because it's annoying. Okay, so the squid kid was going into some kind of cave. It said run on it. Deer came right behind him, took him, put him into the dungeon. Interesting. Maybe the squid kid was looking for the deer. Oh, there we go. We found the Ranger's Log 1. Something very strange has been going on in the park. Interesting. We're in a park. He then says, a few days ago, I noticed a deer standing on its hind legs and looking at me. At first, I thought it was a human. It wouldn't move closer to me, it just stood there staring at me. Then he put a little drawing of it. You got SpongeBob teeth on there, bro. Note from Hunter. They told me never to hunt here. The deer behave differently. If there are multiple deers, I'm done. I should have listened. It's outside right now, staring at me through the window. Bullets don't work on it. I don't think I'll survive the night. Interesting. So they had someone try to hunt this thing. So it seems like the public does know about this, or at least a few certain people do. All right, I'm gonna loot the stronghold as fast as I can. Nah, the dude. No. Okay. I am so glad I have 3 fuel canisters and some coal. That could have been the end of the run if the fire ran out right there. We are gonna make a crock pot. Gonna need this stew for the stronghold. And there we go. 3rd floor clear. Got a prototype and an experiment. And there's 5 diamonds. Out of this, I don't even know what I want. I'd honestly take 5 oil barrels. Thorn armor. I will happily take that. So I know I said this deer was intelligent, but we're just gonna ignore this. All right, there we go. Hey, we will take that. All right, this should definitely be enough. We'll put our scrap in here, and then... Dude, we have so much fuel. There we go. That'll get us the 3rd kid. We'll charge the boost pad. Gonna get the crafting bench 4, and we're close to getting the final bed. And the ammo crate, which will be super useful. You know what? I think I'm gonna go get the 3rd kid at night. Let's see where he is. I think I can handle it. Deer's probably gonna spawn immediately. Day 36. Yeah, there it is. Let me get up here. Oh, dude, let me get up here. All right, we're good. All right, it is daytime. Since it's just 2 bears, the kunai should be enough to handle them. Oh, no way. I will happily take all of this. I need that for the 4th kid. All right. We got a chest full of air. I might be like, there it is. All right, we got the strong axe. I will take that. Deer is hungry tonight. Oh, dude, I need to get this kid. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Tell me it's not lagging. If you're lagging, run at the top speed of a cheetah, because they'll literally kill you instantaneously. But I think we should be good. The timer's moving again. Check the timer on your sundial to check if you're lagging. Perfect. Beer pelt too. Beer pelt? Bro, what? There we go. Oil barrel again. That'll get us to the next level. And as you can see here, there are 3s on the blocks. This deer knows exactly what it's doing. And this kid drew even more deer pictures and has another Kraken hat toy thing. Maybe it's like a stuffed animal. Weird choice of animal, but I don't judge. There we go. 3rd kid, also a Boy Scout. But before we look at the next kid, let me put all this stuff into the fire. So close. I do want to trade with a pelt trader too, just before he leaves. Strong axe, already have that. Iron body, I need that. Oh. No, wait, no. Excuse me, sir. Do you take return? Can I do a 360 no? Dude, you can do 360 no scopes in this game? I want to hit one. All right. We gotta do it off something crazy. Like the tent. Okay, I'm gonna do it. You're gonna see this, bro. You're my witness. All right, 360. Oh, come on. 360. I was almost a 720. All right, off the crafting bench. I'm gonna run out of bullets. Off the stew. Close. Dude, it's so hard. Oh, let's go. I will take that. The 360 no scope and 99 nights in the forest. Probably world's first. All right, we've got the final bed as well. Perfect. And when we get this fire upgraded, we can go get the 4th kid. But for now, let's see what happened to her. Wandering the forest, already crying. Maybe even running from the deer. She was looking out to the side. So that must have meant she was running from the deer. It seems like each of these kids got closer and closer to the deer. This kid was on a log. This kid, the 2nd kid, was on some kind of boardwalk. This kid was looking for it, probably in the cave. And this kid was running from it. Or at least that's how it seems. But what's even more interesting is that after we save the 4th kid, I'm gonna show you why the ending is so important for this. Because there's something that I literally just realized while recording this video that probably helps a ton with understanding how the game ends. This should definitely be enough. There we go. We're gonna wait till it turns daytime again because I only have 30 seconds left. And then we're gonna go get the last kid and then the ending. Oh no, deer's hungry tonight. We gotta go get that kid fast. There it is. Okay, perfect. We're gonna shoot at it from afar. Oh, no. You can't bring your friend. That's cheating, man. Okay, I'll hit the top one. There we go. Okay, perfect. We can at least get inside and hide. I don't think I'm going outside of this while the deer is hungry. And there is our fourth kid, which has the number 4 blocks. I'm just gonna stay down here, dude. I'm not going out there. This is interesting. The kid seems to be a little emo because everything in here is black. And even the drawings are black. There's no color to them. That might be useful information for the story. But for now, we're going back to the base. All right, we have saved the fort. Don't build in the trees. Okay, perfect. All right, we're on day 91, which means the next day will be day 100. So for now, I'm just gonna go explore the outer edges of the map, and then I'll show you what the cutscene truly means, or at least could mean. I wonder if there's a Ranger's Log 4, maybe even 5 or 6. Wait a second. What is that? This says Camper's Diary on it. Someone has been stalking me out here. I've seen it move out of the corner of my eye. It's taller than any human I've seen. It almost looks like a deer. Oh yeah, this kind of does look like a human, not gonna lie. Interesting. So the people who were camping out here were also being hunted by the deer, similarly to us, which proves, or at least really supports the fact that the deer kills all adults, but kids, it seems to not want to hurt, but instead protect. All right, we're about to hit day 100. There it is. Now watch closely. We have all 4 kids. The deer reaches its hand out, not to us, but I think towards its kids. Then it goes inside of the little bush, which seems to be a hidden entrance to this cave, where it opens up what seems to be a way to some sewage, looks behind itself, and it's done. Which makes me believe that each of the 4 kids might actually belong to the deer. It doesn't want us, it wants the kids that we just saved. Which adds a ton to the story and gives us more reason as to why it kidnapped all of the kids. Now, I honestly think it's a pretty strong theory, but let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and click on this video right here.